It's easy to imagine the world could be a better place, especially when the bar is continuously set so low. What's harder is to believe that those better changes will actually happen, to have hope. Without that belief, realizing how much better things could be can cause us to despair. So today, I want to talk about this scene in Willow because it reminds me of how we can keep hope alive. I've loved the movie Willow since I was a little kid. It is probably my most watched movie. But even if I had only seen it once, I would still remember this opening. Watching someone push a baby downstream in a last-ditch effort just before two frightening-looking rat dog things kill them is hard to forget. Seriously, look at these monsters. As a kid, I was terrified by this. But now, I can't help but see this scene as an embodiment of hope. In the first couple minutes of Willow, we learn the evil wizard queen Babmorda has been holding pregnant people captive, so when they give birth, the newborns can be inspected because of a prophecy that says a child will be born which will end her reign of terror. When the baby is born, the mother begs the midwife,
"Please help me! I can't. They're going to kill her!"
In a split-second decision, the midwife puts her own life on the line and sneaks the baby out. She is then hunted for months as she travels with the baby across the world through harsh terrain and conditions. Yet even through all of this, we see moments of joy. And when the midwife hears the death dogs approaching, she looks more sad than fearful, disappointed that her time with the baby has come to an end. And then with her final act, she pushes the baby down the river and hopes it is enough because it's all she can do. It reminds me how my kids keep me pushing forward. No matter how bad the world may get, my kids not only remind me that a better future is possible because they represent a new beginning as people who have not internalized the status quo, but also my desire for them to have a better world creates a sense of stubbornness in me, a refusal to let hope fully dwindle. I may still have fears or occasional thoughts of despair, but I refuse to believe that how things are cannot be changed. And much like the midwife, even on the hardest days, I am reminded to be present in the moment because they are relying on me. I may not be able to directly change the whole world myself, but I can change their world. And seeing glimpses of joy on their faces is a reminder that it's worth it to keep going. I think one of the best things any of us can do is look for others in our communities we can support and care for. It doesn't have to be children, it can be anyone. Being involved in mutual aid, which is just meeting other people's needs, is vital to keep a sense of hope. It keeps us in the moment and shows us we can make a difference. And I think it's even more powerful with parenting. And to be clear, when I say parenting, I don't mean in a traditional family sense. To me, it's just meeting the needs of people in a younger generation than us. It's mutual aid. Whether that's providing food, shelter, guidance, or just love and support. Outside pressure in the world can often make us feel forced to contribute to more suffering, that we don't have a choice. But when you have someone who is younger and even more vulnerable than you are, that is looking to you for survival, it's easy to remember what really matters. The midwife in Willow likely was just forced to be there by Babmorda, to overlook the births of many people. She didn't know this mom or have any relation to the baby that she chose to put her own life on the line for. There was no recognition to be gained, no reward to be found. The only people who knew the midwife did this are the mother who is dead and the people who were trying to kill her. But she did it anyways, until she could do no more. We see the midwife watch the baby hoping she has done enough. And then the camera shifts to the baby's perspective to show us the torch has been passed. Because we may not get to see the world we want, but we can at least carry the torch as far as we can. I want to give a special thanks to the Costume Codex for creating the One Scene for Hope project and urging others to join in because we can always use more hope. Please make sure to check out the playlist linked below for more videos from the project. I've checked them all out and they're all really great. And of course, thank you to all of our patrons. Your support really means the world to us and keeps us going. Take care of yourselves, and remember, you're not alone.